What is the truth behind the Taylormade M3 Driver? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button. I've got loads of awesome golf related content coming for you and I really don't want you guys to miss it. If you're enjoying the content so far, make sure you put that thumbs up and comment below. As always, I want you guys to be a part of the videos, and today I want you to comment who here has used the Taylormade driver this year? M3, M4, D-type, 460 head, 440 head? Which one have you used and are you still using it? Did you enjoy it? Let's get back to the video. Taylormade drivers have been taking both the PGA and European Tour by absolute storm this year. But that's no surprise when Taylormade pay all the players to use them, is it? But hold on a second, because Brooks Koepka and Francesco Molinari both used Taylormade M3 drivers to win majors this year, and neither of them got paid. Interesting. Every once in a while golf clubs come out where pros use them and they don't get paid for them. And to me that says a lot about the golf club. It must be good, or pros would be getting paid to use something else, wouldn't they? The fact that the Taylormade M3 has been used by 2 major winners this year, well, you could say 3 major winners, couldn't you? And they don't have bag deals, it says a hell of a lot about the club itself. Now I've been using the Taylormade M3 for a while now. I've had it in and out the bag with the Titleist TS3. And if you watch my vlogs you'll know that they're battling each other to get into the bag. I've been living with them for, I keep saying this, I've been using them on and off for months now. I can't decide which one to use. We're going on a Scotland trip in a week's time and neither of them are favourite. They're both so good. One of the big problems with the Taylormade drivers has to be the price. But then I suppose you could say that with a lot of drivers now, couldn't you? I remember when I first started as an assistant pro, and golf clubs, the premium driver was $299, always across the board. Ping were always a little bit cheaper, Ping were about $269. But you look at prices now, and they've just absolutely skyrocketed, haven't they? But then you could say everything in life goes up, doesn't it? Cars have gone up, houses have gone up, everything's gone up. So why wouldn't golf clubs go up in price just like everything else? The fact of the matter is, the Taylormade M3 is a fantastic driver, but what's so good about it? It's that right there, it's the audio, it's the visual, it looks fantastic, it sounds fantastic. The Taylormade M3 sounds pretty much better than any driver I've ever hit before, and I include the Titleist TS3 in that category as well. That's hard for me to do because that's a fantastic driver as well. And we can talk money in golf until we're blue in the face. The fact of the matter is, there is money in golf, there'll always be money in golf, and equipment isn't going to get any cheaper. So you need to ask yourself, what equipment do I want? Do I want a 5-year-old driver that's going to maybe cost me between 5 and 10 yards? Because if you get a correctly fitted driver, even if it's old, it's still going to perform for you. If your shaft's right, if the loft's right, as long as it's not a 10-15-year-old club where the face is thicker than 2 short planks, it's not going to make that much difference. So why do we all go out and spend big money on these drivers? I know I am talking a lot about money in this video and I'm going to move away from that in a second and get back onto the driver itself. But I remember when Taylormade brought out the R1, that was a similar thing, wasn't it? It was just way more expensive than anything else. And people are sort of getting used to that price bracket now. They're getting used to seeing a 4 at the beginning of a price for a driver. And that is a lot of money, isn't it? And we haven't even really discussed the elephant in the room yet, have we? Twist face technology. Comment below, what are your thoughts? Well, we'll take that shot with a little slip of the right foot. That's a proper birdie opportunity first thing in the morning. So anyway, back to twist face. Now when I first reviewed the drivers, I got caught up a little bit in, I suppose, what I thought I was feeling and seeing. But then, I don't think I did get caught up in it. Personally, I see a difference, and you can call me a liar, you can call me what you want. Taylormade aren't paying me to say anything about this subject at all. Why would they? But I definitely see a little bit of a difference. I don't think they had to go as hard on the marketing as what they did. I think definitely the marketing which they did, they had McElroy with his face and Tiger going. And then obviously DJ as well, he was kind of astounded by the fact that he had a club face. But they didn't need to go as hard into that. They didn't need to go hard sell on the twist face. I think a few words in the blurb would have been perfect for it. And they didn't do that. I mean, so it's going to be really interesting to see. But there's talk of an M6 coming out next year. Taylormade M6. Are they going to keep the twist face? Is the twist face going to twist more? Is it going to twist less? What do you think? Do they keep it but not go as hard on the sell? I would hope that's what they do. I personally think it's a good little bit of technology. It's not revolutionary. It's not going to change your game at all. But it's there. It's there if you need it. Let's see if we can this birdie putt. It was aggressive. I think I needed twist face on the putter that time. That was a wide. So on the subject of Taylormade, just briefly, who's tried these? I have done a video of these and I will put the description above. I'm very impressed with them actually. From reviewing them, I've put the low in the bag in the 2-iron for if I want that stinger up in Scotland. I may even set it to the 1-iron, and I've got the mid in the 3-iron which I just hit there. And it's another birdie opportunity. Let's see how that goes. And back onto the M3 Driver, because again this is what the video is all about, isn't it? Tiger got his 80th tour win this week with the Taylormade M3 Driver. And yes, I know Tiger gets paid to play Taylormade, he gets paid millions. But he did change the shaft round the other day, didn't he? And he didn't change the head. And you're not telling me if Tiger wanted to use a different driver head, he couldn't do. The guy's using a Bridgestone ball after all, isn't he? If Taylormade were that strict, surely he would be using a TP5 or a TP5X. Imagine the sales that would generate for Taylormade. T Woods using the Taylormade ball. It's not going to happen, so we don't need to spend too long on it. But just think about that for a second. And what about the adjustable Y track? How much difference does that have? I have done a video on this, and again, I will put a link above. That's another part. This putter is freezing today, just a bit like the temperature. I'll not tell you too much about the Y track because I'll let you go and watch the video. It's quite a good video actually. But long story short, it doesn't have that much difference. Spin rate wise, yes. Playability wise, on a golf course, in real time, with real people. So long story short, is this way better than the Ping G400? Way better than the Titleist TS3, Titleist TS2? Is it way better than the Callaway Rogue? No, personally I don't think it is. I prefer the sound, I prefer the look, I like the way it feels. Is it way better than the old M1? Yes. If you watch my video where we compare this, the Taylormade M3 against the old Taylormade M1, there is a huge difference. I think the hammerhead technology in the M3 must provide that extra ball speed that gives you the distance over the old school M1. But when these came out, they were so expensive. Do you ever get the feeling companies are holding back on you a little bit and then just drip feed you little bits of technology? I wonder where we'll be in 10 years time. Comment below, what are your thoughts on that? We've got one more hole to play, let's see where that drive's gone. And with the talk of the new M6 coming out, I know a lot of people are going to be saying, why? Why do they have to release another driver? People are still spending the money on M3, M4. It's still a good product. Don't get me wrong, for me being a golf pro, a club reviewer, it's like a dream. I'm going to get 20, 30 more videos out of the new products because you guys are going to watch it because everyone's interested. Everyone's intrigued. But they could have kept it another 6 months, couldn't they?
Nice. Oh, it's nice.
So everyone, as a roundup, what is the truth behind the Taylormade M3 Driver? For me, and you might say this is a very similar conclusion to the truth behind the Titleist TS2 and TS3 drivers that I did last week, it's a fantastic driver, it's a good driver. It is better than the previous models. Is it miles better than anything else on the market at the moment? No, it's not. If there were, every single tour pro on the planet would be using them, because don't for 1 second think that just because they're getting paid a little bit of money to use golf clubs, that means they wouldn't put themselves first if they had to get the win, to get the money, to win that FedEx Cup. Justin Rose won $10 million the other day. It just so happens that Justin Rose is in a great position where he can get paid to use those clubs, use the balls, use them well, and win. Well done, Justin. Okay everyone, that's it from me. I've been James Robinson. I'm here at a chilly, early Huddersfield Golf Club this morning to bring you the truth behind the Taylormade M3 Driver. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm getting to 10,000 subscribers now. We may even be over that by the time I've edited this and put it online. So thank each and every one of you massively. It means so much to me that the channel is growing like it is. Now I'm down near the green in 2, this is a par 5, and hopefully I'm going to leave you on a birdie this morning, because we've not made one and usually get at least one, don't we? We got one. See you soon.